Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Urban Rider Studio where we have some heated gloves with me from the company RACER. We've got two new gloves from them. We've got the Connectic 5 and we've got the Heat 5 that you can see here. Both obviously have impressed us, and the big new feature with these heated gloves in particular is they have a Bluetooth connection between both gloves and a control panel on your right hand, meaning you can take your left hand off the controls much easier whilst you're riding and control the temperature using the panel on the right. That is nice to see. We have them available in the black you can see here, and at the time of making this, they are £259. Now, first and foremost, these work as a really good pair of winter gloves in their own right. So let me break down the details of the outer glove before I get on to the active heating. To start with, of course, these are CE approved. You can see the outer material is a soft shell and it's mixed with areas of leather, especially in your palm for increased abrasion resistance. You will see reinforcement at the heel of your hand for scaphoid protection, and you will see knuckle armor. You have ErgoFlex knuckle armor. It is flexible, which is important so you can move your hand around freely at the bars. There are also additional areas of reinforcement on the back of your fingers. You have something to use a touchscreen on your index finger. You also have something on your thumb to wipe your visor. Obviously, you can check their sizing using our up-to-date size guide on the website, but I've found them to be accurate. And because of all these little details, really quite flexible as well. On the inside, you have fiber fill insulation, so they are a thicker pair of gloves, and like I say, just generally as a pair of winter gloves, they function well. You've also got a Polymax waterproof membrane on the inside, making them fully waterproof. But of course, most importantly, they are heated. They have a battery pocket on the underside of your wrist. I always like to see that. It is much less in the way on the underside of your wrist rather than the top side. It's got a waterproof zip on there to keep everything secure and dry. And then you just connect the battery up like so. It is a 2,200 milliamp hour battery. That is something you'll find across most heated gloves. That's a pretty average size for battery on heated gloves, but it allows it to be slightly thinner, slightly lighter, and obviously easier to fit in. For reference, if you're wondering in terms of battery life, they say on the highest heat setting, it will give you roughly around 2 hours. That's going to be enough for most commuters out there on their daily journey. If you put it on the lowest setting, it should give you around 10 hours. These are rough guides, obviously, because battery life does vary depending on the age of the battery, the riding conditions, etc. Now, when you turn them on, you have the switch on your right hand. Like I mentioned, that is so much easier to use whilst you're on the bike. If you have a control on both hands, you have to wait for an appropriate time to take your right hand off to then turn on your left glove. That can be a bit of a faff. The fact that these are linked via Bluetooth means that you can take your left hand off much easier and turn on the right glove, which in turn switches on the left glove as well. Basically, you just hold it down like so for a few seconds until you see it light up. You will need to link them when you first buy them, but when you see it lit up like so, that means that it's on. It will start on the highest setting. There are 3 settings to choose, and you cycle through them with the same switch, just pressing it like that. My only criticism of these gloves is I've seen clearer displays on other gloves. The fact that it's got a bar of lights is a little bit confusing. If you've got a bar, you'd expect it to light up sequentially to let you know how hot the gloves are. It doesn't work that way. Basically, it lights up fully when it's on the highest setting, then the lights dim when you're on the middle setting, and it lights up halfway when it's on the lowest setting. What is nice to see though is that it's got a battery indicator. So if it's white, that means it's on full power. If it's on the orange, you can see there, that means it's about 50% battery life. And if it goes red, that means it's on about 20% battery life, letting you know that you need to recharge them. Personally, I really appreciate riding with my heated gloves in the winter. It makes my commute so much more comfortable and bearable. And these are a great example, one of the best that I've seen so far. Check them out using the links in the description if you want to. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.